In this video, I'm going to tell you about my amazing past life adventure that was actually life-changing, so stay tuned. If you're new to my channel, I make videos about valuable information that comes up in my past life regression sessions. If any of these topics are of interest to you, please hit the red subscribe button down below to subscribe to this channel. And if you've been here before, welcome back. Before I begin, I just want to let you know that this video is the continuation of video number 4, how I got into past life regression. So you may want to refer to that video for the backstory. Just check the links below. During the summer of 2013, I started dating a man named Rich. One day we were sitting on a couch and I looked over at him and I said, I had this strange feeling that he had been my father in a past life. But I didn't really believe in reincarnation, so I was pretty skeptical. A few months later, we went to Hawaii for the winter, and about a month after that, I met another man who I would see on a regular basis, and we bonded on a spiritual level. After meeting Royal, I made huge spiritual leaps, and as a result, one day at the farmer's market, I ran into Royal, and I started having these feelings of deja vu, and I saw myself in a past life with Royal. But here's what happened. Every night after that day, I kept having dreams about the same scene that I had experienced at the market. And after months of this, I started to not be able to sleep, and I didn't understand why was this happening. So this led to a breakup with Rich, which had me searching for answers. So that's why I Googled past life on Google and got Dolores Cannon. Although I couldn't see Dolores for a session, I did find a local practitioner in New Jersey. Here's a list of the questions that I brought with me. During my session, I relived the same scene I saw at the farmer's market. I saw myself as a young, immature girl standing near the rocks and water. It was a happy day. I was getting married to this beautiful man. He had long brown hair, tied, and he looked like an Indian warrior. We ran away to this place to get married because my father did not approve of us being together. My husband and I were living in the woods, having so much fun. We're running around all dirty, acting like savages, and eating fruit to survive. Then I realize I'm pregnant. I'm going to have a child. But I'm scared because I feel like my father is going to find us. And I can sense that he's looking for me, that he doesn't want to let me go because I feel like he treats me like a possession. And I know if he finds us, he will kill my husband. So the scene ends with me dying. I don't know how, but I got the sense that my father killed me and the baby. The higher self chose that lifetime to show a pattern of sadness. It said, Maria has to overcome the sadness by being happy and staying on track in this life. The higher self also revealed the following. Rich was my father in that past life. Both Rich and Royal are part of my soul group. Royal was the Indian warrior that I married in the past life, and Royal has played every role in many of my past lives. And the higher self said that the baby I was pregnant with died from complications. More on that later. The final message was, listen to your intuition, believe in yourself. I was so moved by this experience that I decided to sign up for the level 1 training with Dolores Cannon in Arkansas because I wanted to learn this technique, because I had gotten so many answers and I just thought it was amazing. When I went to level 1, we had to do practice regressions during the level 1 training. And at that point, when it was my turn to be regressed, I went back to the same exact lifetime. It was a tropical location with some type of plantation home that we lived in, and it looked like there were servants or workers. It appeared that my father was a very important man in that community, but I don't feel like we lived there permanently. I feel like we came by ship or by boat, and he was there doing some kind of job to bring stuff back to wherever we came from. And then the other scene that I went to was a scene where I'm wearing this beautiful white dress and I'm maybe about 10 years old, and my father is chasing me around the yard and he's saying, it was just such a beautiful scene because he is saying, hey, I'm trying to teach you how to be a lady and you're getting all dirty. And there was so much giggling and so much love, and it was just so wonderful to see that side, because that side was something I didn't get to see in the first regression. So it was great to come back to this and see a whole nother scene where I was much smaller, and how he and I, we were just really very close, and I just loved him so much. During the second regression, almost like I loved him so much that I wanted to marry him, and he basically said, no, you can't marry your father. And I think that hurt me. That's why I turned to this native man. And that's because this native man seemed interested in me and I was interested in him, so we ran off because my father would not have approved otherwise. It was interesting because I found out that I saw that lifetime from a totally different perspective. I found out that my father in that lifetime didn't realize that I had ran off to get married. He assumed that I had been kidnapped. So of course he went and looked for me. And when he found me, what happened was I knew that he was going to kill my husband, so what I did was I got in the way, but it was too late, because what happened was he already had his sword out and he accidentally stabbed me, and I wound up dying with the baby. So if you remember from the first past life regression, where the higher self said that the baby died from complications, at that point I wasn't ready to hear the answers. I wasn't ready for that. But the second time around, I was ready, and that's when that information was revealed. So now, armed with this information, I was able to reach out to Rich to let him know what had happened, and basically I had to forgive him in that past life, for killing me, even though it was an accident. It's also interesting that after I did the past life regression, the dream stopped because I had gotten the answers. I didn't need my higher self to communicate through dreams. I had gotten the answers. I think my biggest takeaway from being a client and having my own regression is that in looking back at my past lives, I realized that there were lessons that had to be learned, probably one lesson in each lifetime. And as I didn't learn that lesson, I would have to repeat that lesson again with the same people, but it would get harder each and every time. So no matter how my life seems right now, I have to always remind myself, what's the lesson? What is the lesson that I'm supposed to be learning in this lifetime? So I don't have to come back again with the same people and the next time have it be harder. It's just much easier to get it done now. I hope you enjoyed my past life adventure, and thank you so much for stopping by, and I'll see more of you later. I want you to know that I make these videos because I want you to remember who you truly are. You are a spirit being having a human experience. You come from a place of unconditional love. You are perfect in every way. You just don't remember it sometimes. If you liked this video and found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up so I know to record more videos like this. Thank you.